Welcome back to Mealtime DFS. Where as always, let's eat. Well, last night I didn't eat again. I don't think Simo ate either, but the takedown queen, she did her thing last night. That's the beautiful thing about this channel. You'll get three different point of views from how you feel about each game and each and every night. Like I said, I didn't do too well. Horseman, the H-Man, Simo didn't do too well. But the takedown queen, she did her thing last night. I'm going to have to get her on. She haven't been able to get on yet, but we're working on those technical difficulties to get her on, but she will be on eventually. Like I said, she had Kay Cunningham with 39, Shea Milton with 37, Joe Ingles with 30. Named the small forward / power forward for Philly for 28. She went and picked up Anthony Davis for 65, Mike Conley for 39, Bogdanovich for 34, and Westbrook for 41. Everybody was on fire but Westbrook, who screwed her. She was close to having a takedown last night, but we all know how that go. You win some, you lose some. You hope just to get enough to play again the next day, because we always out here just trying to have fun. But let's get to the main thing. The starting five, the top five, like I always say, whatever you want to call it. Sorry about that. I was on the wrong screen at first. But before we get started, please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends. I know when you play DFS, you're not playing just by yourself. Tell your friend, take a look at the video. Tell your friends to subscribe and like. We want to get up to enough subscribers so we can start going live for you. We got to get enough subscribers to go live, and that's when we'll start going live, especially the takedown queen. She definitely want to go live around about 5 o'clock when she's doing her lineup. Like I said, we call her the takedown queen because she have actually took down a DFS and have also been in the top 5 and top 10 on DFS on these GPPs. So she's definitely, she always do her thing. But tonight, November the 5th, there's a lot of value out there. A lot of value out there. So I'm going to do it kind of differently. I'm not going to go through every game, every slate, but I will go through some players that I kind of like and will stick them in. Like I said, just a starting five that I really like. So we're going to start with the point guard position. Point guard position that I really like. If LaMelo Ball does not play, most likely I'm going straight down to Terry Rozier and just stick him in there and roll with him. Even though he did a 14 the other night against Golden State. Boy, if y'all watched that game, Golden State was moving that ball. They was moving that ball. Every time you look up, Poole was open when Steph needed to be open. I mean, even they was slagging off of Draymond Green, and he was still finding people open. I mean, that was a beautiful game of basketball, of how to move without the ball and get wide open shots. I know Golden State had a few turnovers in that game, but I mean, it was like they got any wide open shot whenever they got ready to. But once again, I do like Terry Rozier if LaMelo Ball doesn't play. If he play, I'm going to probably bag off of it. The next person I like at the point guard position, Drew Holiday. He's coming back today. He's supposed to come back today. The ankle injury is supposed to be well. I think he's supposed to be under the weather with something. But at 6,500, nice, okay matchup against the Knicks. But I do like Drew Holiday. The shot's gonna be there. He's gonna have to be the true point guard tonight for the Bucks. I really like Drew Holiday tonight. I don't know why, but I really do like Drew Holiday. Well, I do know why. I just told you why. Tyler Halliburton, he's another one I kind of like, but I don't like. That 48 to me is a lie. I mean, he actually had 4 steals in that last game. I like the matchup, but I don't like his price tag. I really don't. I know he did a 48, y'all. I see the 48 up there. the 7 assists. It was almost like he had the perfect game. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. I mean, he have win games where he don't even get a steal, but all of a sudden he had 4 steals. I like the matchup. I really do. I mean, he even had 2 blocks in that game. I like the matchup, but the 4 steals, that's rough because that go from a 48 to a 40 real quick. And he's on average in 31 fantasy points per 31 fantasy points so far this year. And at 6,000, 6,100, I mean, that's exactly only 5 times the value. And the reason why I don't like him, I just feel like there's more value out there. Even with, not with Jordan Poole, though. I don't believe Jordan Poole would do the same thing. I was about to say Jordan Poole, but let's scroll down to Cade Cunningham. I've been telling you all, play Cade Cunningham ever since the first day he came back. I said, just play him. He's going to hit that stride where he's going to get you that 39 to 40, and he did it last night. I said 35 to 40, and he did it last night. He gave you 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. The rebounding is the one that's surprising me so much. I mean, so far he's averaging 6.3 rebounds a game. He's playing Brooklyn. You know what I always say about Brooklyn. They can't stop anybody. I don't like a price tag of $4,600, but at $4,600, all he got to do is get you, 27 fantasy points would be what I think is 27 fantasy points, 5 times the value. Give me 1 second, y'all. My math kind of bad, but I will tell you in just 1 second. 28.2. All they have to do is get you 28.2 for 6 times the value. And I can roll with that all day long, 28.2. I really can. 32 would be 7 times the value. So I'm most likely will stick Cade Cunningham in this starting lineup, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's go back to the point guard position. We still got, I'm going to say it again, he's still too cheap. Eric Bledsoe, he's even cheaper now. He's down to 4,200. He's still taking 8 shots. 3 for 8, 0 for 3. I mean, he's shooting 13%. Hey, I know they got a new Wilson ball. I don't know. The NBA is not doing Spalding anymore. They are doing Wilson. I heard Paul George talking about it. That's why you're getting so many air balls, because the guys are trying to get used to a new ball. Well, hell, Eric Bledsoe need to get used to the ball. But he did dish out 7 assists in that last game with 6 points. So, like I said, if he hit a few of those shots, he's going to go straight past 22 with a 30 easily. So I still like Eric Bledsoe. Then they playing, like I always say, when you're playing a team like that back-to-back, I hate taking the players who kind of went off. I like to kind of take the players like Eric Bledsoe who didn't go off. Because then the coaches can put in the game plan to stop the players they just seen go off. So I kind of like that. Then they had rest on that too. So I kind of do like Eric Bledsoe. And just to go right back what I just said, y'all know I've been telling you take Patrick Beverley every night. He's been too cheap. He's still too cheap with all the minutes he's getting. Now I'm going to go against what I just said about taking players on no back-to-backs. Not back-to-back, but playing the same team back-to-back is because of the minutes he's going to get. Do I believe he would get you a 36? No. Do not believe he would get you a 36. Do I believe he can get you a 25? Yes, which would be 4 times the value. Do I believe he can get you a 28? Yes, which would be 6 times the value. That's the reason why I still like Patrick Beverley. And one last point guard that I do like Anthony Simmons. I brought him up last time. He's still doing his thing. He only did 18 in the last game against Cleveland, but I tell people all the time, Colin Sexton and Garland, they are really good guards at slowing down the point guards and shooting guards. They really are. I really like them on defense, on the defensive side of the ball. But he still could have got you a 20 if he would have got you some rebounds. He didn't get any rebounds in that game. That's kind of strange. So his price dropped to $3,900. He playing Indiana, which is a good matchup, 22nd ranked against point guards / shooting guards. I do like Anthony Simmons as if you need that value. But for me, I'm going back up to Cade Cunningham. Oh, no. I take that back. I'm probably going back to Patrick Beverley. to start this off with. At shooting guard, we're going to bring it down a little bit because I don't want this video going all the way into 20, 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit, y'all. At shooting guard, Buddy Hield. I'm going to pass some of this stuff up. I still like Buddy Hield. I mean, I know he got y'all on some of the, on the last game. What he did, 20. But once again, he got the matchup against Charlotte. He has the matchup. It's going to be an up-tempo game. So he's going to get some extra shots. They 24th against the defense. I do like Buddy Hield. Back to my favorite player, Gary Trent Jr. I mean, at this price range, $5,500, he's giving you 28. He'll still be hitting value. He will still be almost getting you 6 times the value. He's doing a little bit of everything. 3.4 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 2.8 steals. I mean, he's giving you all the sides you need. You know, this is called mealtime. So he's giving you your sides. You getting your mashed potatoes. You getting your onion rings. You getting everything you need on the side from Gary Trent Jr. And it's hard for me to pass him up. Two other players that are shooting guard, Malik Beasley. I'm not going to even click on Malik Beasley, but Malik Beasley, stuttering today. Malik Beasley, I mean, he's going to get the playing time. He's taking the shots. He's doing a little bit of everything. It just don't flow with him. I like Anthony Edwards and Big Cat more than, and even Patrick Beverly more than Malik Beasley, but I wouldn't forget about him. He will get in some of my plays today. And the last person, I keep sleeping on this person. That's why I got to bring him up. I keep sleeping on him. I want to play Gary Temple if Brandon Ingram doesn't play. We can't keep sleeping on him. He's giving you 23 and 29 the last 2 games because they so short-handed. I mean, he even had 8 rebounds in one game and 12 points. I don't see him doing another 8-rebound night. But if Brandon Ingram doesn't play, get Gary Temple. Just stick him on in. I will. If Brandon Ingram doesn't play, he's going in the lineup. Plain and simple. They need the help, and he's there to do it. He took 12 shots, 1 for 6 from the 3-point line. But like I said, it could be because of this ball. I'm gonna blame that ball for Dame Lillard, as bad as he been breaking this season. But for my shooting guard, I'm going back up to my favorite, who haven't let me down. Not really. It's going to be Cade Cunningham. I'm putting Cade Cunningham in that position. Small forward. You got back to Gary Trent Jr. We already talked about him because he's able to go in on both sides, shooting guard or small. But I'm scrolling all the way down. I'm passing up Gary Trent Jr. And I'm going to Nicholas Batum because we already talked about Trent. Hey, same thing. Last 2 games with Morris he's shooting 5 of 10 and 7 of 10 from the field, 6 of 8 and 4 of 8 from 3-point line. How long can this last? I don't know, but he still got a great matchup. Still has a great matchup, and he's cheap. And like I say, I don't like the games where players went off on not back-to-back, but back-to-back on the same team. I don't like playing that like that. But at 4,600, once again, this is Patrick Beverly thing. He's just too cheap with all the minutes he's getting. Just too cheap. Just hopefully he doesn't get hurt. And one little side note, just to keep an eye on, most likely I'm throwing in Batum at that small, is Doug McDermott. He's back from the injury. He was getting a lot of playing time for San Antonio, but who knows with Popovich or what he gonna do at that position. Power forward position. Hey, I keep saying I think the Rockets took the wrong player. You know, y'all know I'm a big Rocket fan. I really like Evan Mobley. And the reason why I like Evan Mobley, you got Markin and Kevin Love out. And I'm going to bag this Markin. Don't get me wrong. He was 7,000. He only gave you 26. At 7,000, my bad, at 7,200, he got to get you 36 to 37 to start even hitting value. which I'm not a fan of. I think he's overpriced right now, but he's going to get a bunch of playing time. If you don't want Evan Mobley, you can go against who he's playing against. And you can go ahead and take Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is back. He's back from the injury, and we know Scotty been putting up the 34s and the 40s. I really like Scotty Barnes, but once again, I'm going back to tried and true Wendell Carter Jr. Like I told y'all, he's getting you all the size you need, everything. He even getting you a little dessert, because he got you 10.2 rebounds a night. That's the key. All the rebounds he's getting. I mean, then they playing San Antonio, who can't stop big men. I mean, they was playing Thaddeus Young the other night because Pololi was still out. So, 39, 38, I'm throwing Wendell Carter Jr. in there, and I'm rolling with Wendell Carter Jr. at that power forward position. It's not too much you can say or tell me not to run Wendell Carter Jr. at the power forward position. So we're going to stick him in for the starting five, the core five in center position. You got Big Cat. I'm going to talk about it. Big Cat, hey, he had a bad game. This is what I'm looking for. He played against the Clippers, only did your 45. We know he can get you a 58, a 60, a 70. We know he can do that. I like Big Cat tonight. I like Big Cat to redeem himself. But I don't think I'm going to get him. Then you got Valanciunas. Listen, y'all. Yes, you got the matchup. Everybody on paper, it say Golden State ranked number 1. The eye test say he should be able to dominate. But I see Draymond Green playing a lot of center. And Draymond Green can't stop him, but he can't keep up. So what you gonna do when they start doing all the picks and rolls? I mean, like I said, I watched the Golden State game. They are moving without the ball. When they go small, I can't see him in the game. I'm just not a fan of that he might be out the game. And he's coming up on a lot of optimizers too. Mo Biyombe, hey, love him. Like I said about Wendell Carter Jr. playing San Antonio. I would love to stick him in his lineup as one of my core fives, but I'm not. I'm going down someone who's just a little bit cheaper, $6,600. If you don't have him, you better get him, because we've been sleeping on Jerry Allen since Kevin Love and Malcolm have not been playing. His minutes has skyrocketed 35, even 40-something minutes. Maybe that was a little overtime game. I don't know. The Portland was not an overtime game, I don't believe. He's doing 17, 16 rebounds, y'all. We all can see the points. I like looking at the rebounds and the blocks for big men. He got a few blocks. The assists last couple of games is okay. But it's the rebounds. 17 and 16 rebounds. And we know he can do this. I'm throwing Jerry Allen in my top 5. This is my core 5. This is my top 5 that I like for today. Don't get me wrong. It can always change later on throughout the day when we hear more injuries or who's not playing and who will be playing. But once again, I do like this lineup. I do like Drew Holiday. He probably would get in this lineup also. I'm leaving you over 7,900 left over to get your guard, your forward, and utility player. I really, really like this lineup. Hopefully this is a takedown type lineup for everyone. And thank you for listening once again. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Comment. We want to go live for everybody. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. And as always, let's eat.